30 years of Jericho tonight. We got the graphic up to pay some respect to Chris Jericho for 30 years in the business, 1990 to 2020. It's been a hell of a run. Would you say so, Derek?
Yes. 30 years of, we going from Y2J, Raw is Jericho. That's crazy, man. 30 years of Jericho performing. Only guy I gotta say that hasn't been injured, knock on wood, ever since he started. So, and he's always put on great shows too. So, Jericho has been a pillar of the wrestling business. Glad to see that he stayed and is continuing to still wrestle.
Yeah, Chris Jericho definitely has so many great memories. I was trying to think if I could compile a list of a couple, but there's so many good ones.
There's way too many.
Even in WCW, the stuff with Ralphus, his great cruiserweight matches with Ultimo Dragon, Juventud Guerrera, Dean Malenko. That feud with Dean Malenko was awesome. If you guys have never seen that, go back and check that out. I probably forgot some names. Rey Mysterio. Anybody Jericho went in there with, babyface or heel, he tore it up.
Yeah, always.
And I was happy when he made his return back a few years ago, not a few years ago now, it's almost a damn decade. 2008, man, he came back and hit the scene again, and he just changed it, man. Jericho has always been able to revolutionize his style and himself. So I think that, in all fairness, tonight's episode should probably be dedicated to Chris Jericho. And with that, Jericho, this episode's about you, brother. And we are going to start off here with the EPW intro from my man, Montezzi.
Everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
Now, if you want to be Le Champion, the GOAT, do you know how you could do that yourselves? Manscaped. If you guys go to manscaped.com and put in our promo code EPW Show, you guys can become the Le Champion wherever you want to be. So make sure that you guys shave, clip those freaking bushes, and make the trees look taller. Make sure you use our promo code EPW Show so that way you guys get 20% off, free delivery. Manscaped wants to hear from you. So make sure you tell them I sent you. You guys can get the Lawnmower 3.0. They have other wonderful things such as the foot deodorant, the ball duster, the ball toner, the wonderful cologne, and they have this wonderful pouch that is wonderful for all toiletries. Did I mention it was wonderful? Promo code EPW Show, guys. So make sure you check that out. And in the meantime and in between time, if you guys also want to check out Powerslam.tv, 1 month of free independent wrestling on your boys, same promo code EPW Show. And a big shout out to our good friends at Everything College Basketball. I know Josh is getting ready to kick off, and he's got a lot of things set up. So make sure you guys check him out. And Jesse from the Pro Wrestling Shoot. When you listen to the audio versions, you guys will hear their ads on here as well. But D, it's time to talk about some AEW Dynamite. I went back and looked at some of the past episodes. The lighting wasn't right, so we kind of did a little bit of an adjustment here. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this. And let's see who we have in the YouTube live chat as we speak. We have my man, Jesus De Leon. What's good, Jesus? Ace was the first one up in here. What is good, Ace? Appreciate you. Make sure you stick around, Chris. I got something special for you. You're going to like that. Chris DeZuba is in here. Rockstar as well. Rockstar, I don't know if that's a sad face or just a devil face. I don't know what's going on with that. Connor, what's good, brother? Hopefully you enjoyed the 30 years of Jericho. I know you're a Jericho fan. B-Boy Skyline also in the house. What is good? What is good, everybody? Make sure when you guys come on in and you are entering in that you guys do me a favor and definitely come in and hit that like button. As you guys can see, the like button helps more people find the YouTube video and the algorithms, helps it become higher up on the watch list when people just search like AEW Dynamite review. We want to be up in that top 5, so make sure you guys hit that like button for me. All right. Jericho is my favorite of all time, but you should know that by now. Hell yeah, Connor. What's going on, Malik? Malik is in here as well. What is good, everybody? What is good? Finally, Derek gets the light shined on him. Do we start with that, Derek? Do we?
I think we do.
I was going to save it. I really was, guys. But I have a new item for you guys in the store, and you guys are definitely going to want to check this out ASAP. The Derrick Order shirts are finally available. You guys can get them for that low price of $13, as you see on your screen. We have a few different designs. I just put up a hoodie and a couple shirts. Rob actually took care of this for me, so big shout out to Rob when he listens to the podcast. We have many different things for you guys, though. So go on there. You can pick any color you want. You can get a sticker for your laptop. You could buy 20 shirts. It doesn't matter to me. Derek came through and provided that graphic for you guys. It looks really creepy. I don't know what he means by the world is ours. Kind of scary, bro.
Hey. Had to bring that merch in. Go get it. Go cop it. I already put my order in for it. I'm getting about two to three shirts coming for me. So let's get on it, fellas and ladies.
That's right. So if you guys want to check that out, and I will try to get that design up as soon as I can on our other sites on What For Apparel. So make sure you guys check that out. But let's talk about, real quick, a little sidebar note. I have to give some props to Anthony Green, first and foremost. He signed with NXT today. I saw that, and I put that on the Everything Pro Wrestling official Facebook page. And I had to show him some love as well in the group, Twitter, wherever. Anthony Green was one of my first interviews for the t-shirt that I'm rocking tonight, Brainbuster Radio.
Brainbuster?
Big shout out to the Brainbuster fam if they are listening to this. I genuinely appreciate each and every one of you. Really good times working with you guys on podcasts and different projects. I had a lot of fun during that time period, but I remember that interview with him, and I said one day he was going to make it to NXT, and it feels really good to see that happen for him. And shout out to Brandy Lauren as well. She dates Joey Janela. She is also a part of that camp, and Joe Gacy as well. So a lot of good people going down to NXT. So respect, man.
And this quite possibly could be an avenue for you too, since you've got ties with them.
I don't have any ties. Listen, I just interview the folks. He did it on his own merit. I'm not taking any credit for that. I'm just happy for the brother. That's it. That's as simple as I can put it. But let's get back to Chris Jericho, the man who you guys can see on the graphic. I hope you are enjoying that tonight. Jericho had a tremendous intro. People giving their favorite moments with Jericho in AEW. I thought it was really dope. Doug, what's good, brother? I see you. I think Doug also ordered a shirt too. So he's got the hand up. Yeah, it was really, really cool though to see those Jericho moments. People talking about their favorite moments. I love it, man. Yeah. I just thought it was really fun. What did you think overall, though, D? I mean, do you have a favorite Jericho moment that just stands out to you? Like when you think of Chris Jericho, you think of this.
When I think of Chris Jericho, I think of Chris Jericho and his whole career.
Why is that?
Chris Jericho is one of those wrestlers where it's just like you can't really pinpoint one great moment. His whole career was a great moment. You don't have too many people who have great moments for their whole career. You have some people who just have the great moments, but nothing to that from the time that you come in, from the time that you retire. Not saying that he's retiring right now, but from the time that he started up until now, it has always been a great moment. Great promos, great wrestling. What more could you say about it?
I respect it, Derek. We start off this show tonight with JR, Tony, and Excalibur, joined by Ricky Starks and Taz. A little portion of Team Taz here. And JR messes up on Ricky Starks' name. I was like, JR, what the hell? And I think JR tried to cover himself, and Taz helped him by just saying hey, you better say my guy's name right, blah, blah, blah. So good recovery by Taz. he doesn't get enough props for when he does the right stuff there. So Taz did help save the day in that. And we kick off the show with the FTW title match. Will Hobbs versus Brian Cage. As us in the pro wrestling business, I'm just an opinionist. We like to call it a house match. Just two big dudes brawling in here for this one.
Yeah, definitely. Two freaking ham hawks.
Ham hawks. You said that like a bird. Hawks.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, all jokes aside, man. Like, those are two big guys who can perform. Like, I'm still in awe that Brian Cage can do the things that he can do at that size, and he'll tell you, I didn't believe that he was a cruiserweight. He showed it to me. Still don't believe he was a cruiserweight.
If you've never seen it, I swear on everything I love, Brian Cage was a cruiserweight in FCW at one point in time. I'm not joking. Ace said two machines. I could not agree more.
Yeah.
Chris Zuba said, huge Jericho fan since WCW. Respect. Connor said he loved when he became the first undisputed champion. Thank you guys. Love it. I love that you guys are in the chat talking. Keep them coming for me. But this Hoss match was really great. Cage really showed his athleticism in this match by performing those moves that you would expect lighter guys to do. And not even that. It was just gracefully for his size, like you brought up. Cage is able to focus in on his opponent, and he was doing flips at one point, back flips, drop kicks like to the lower part of the person. Really good stuff here. At one point in the match, Cage picked Will Hobbs up for a F5. Will Hobbs is a big dude. Like, he's not some small... Like, Will Hobbs is... I would say he's got to be 260, 280.
At the very least, man. Like, he's a big guy. And to pick him up for an F5 like that, like... Not to say, like, that's... Not a big feat. Because, I mean, you look at Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar did Big Show with the F5. But still, that's two different.
With ease, bro. Ease. Had him up.
Yeah.
Ready to toss him.
Yeah.
Will Hobbs kicks out of the F5 though. Both of these guys get hit with German suplexes by each other, and they both no-sold them. So okay.
No sell Juso?
No sell. They don't do a thing. They get up and they're ready to fight again. Hobbs even went up to the top rope and went for a frog splash. Will Hobbs has been so impressive on AEW Dark, dude. Like, this dude deserved a contract. I think he's got presence. I've said this since day one. He looks menacing. He looks like he's going to do some damage. Like, that's a really good person to have on your roster, in my opinion.
Yeah, and like I said before, earlier when I came in, it was, when you look at Will Hobbs, this is somebody who is getting a shot. It's breathtaking to see someone get a shot that isn't a big name. This is not a household name. This is not a household wrestler. This is somebody who just came in and they picked him up and said, "All right, let's see what he got, and if he shows approves, then we can do something with that." And that's what's happening. So it's refreshing to see someone get a shot that's not a big name.
It looked like Derrick giving me the F5. Derrick ain't picking me up, bro. He
I
ain't
picked you up that one time years ago.
Yo, chill out. It ain't happening no more. Jesus said he liked this match. I did too. It was just something nice and different. Will Hobbs misses the frog splash. He gets hit with the drill claw. It's a GG if you get hit with that, man. If you've never seen the Steiner screwdriver, that is the exact same move. It was over though once he hit the drill claw. 1, 2, 3. Taz gets on the microphone afterwards though. He was impressed with him the whole time. Ricky Starks, the man you wanted to hear from, says very little in this whole thing. He was just kind of quiet. He was just there to be with Taz. It felt like.
I didn't even know he was there until after the match.
Yeah, with his shirt half tucked in, looking all weird.
Look, big shirt too.
I told you he's from our era, bro.
That's true.
Big clothes. He offers Will Hobbs a spot. Will Hobbs seems like he declines it. He really doesn't answer. And then it looks like Team Taz is getting ready to jump him. And then your boy comes out. Shout out to Donnie. He actually ends up coming out. And Darby Allen is here to save the day, and Taz is pissed. And he says, Darby Allen, you look at me. We got fresh tomatoes going on down here in Red Hook, and I don't know what's going on, but if I smack your tomato, you won't do that again. I'm sorry, I don't know. Taz just has those ramblings. But Taz did a good job. He said, Darby, look at me. I'm telling you right now, you're going to be sorry the next time you stick your nose in our business. So, I think we're getting a tag match coming up soon between these two teams.
I think that would be a great tag team match. You already got 2 people. You got 4 people who are good at what they do. You got size and speed.
Charisma, I would say even.
Personality.
And Darby, I'll say it factor.
Yes.
Ricky can talk. This is like the combination of everything you want in wrestling. If you let these guys work, I think it'll be fun. Malik's asking about who is Brian Cage's next opponent. We just said it. Tag team match, player. Yep. It's going to happen.
How?
Moving on. We get some videos from Chris Jericho. So they must have had a lot of celebrities and friends of Jericho send videos in. And we had a video from Slash, Guns N' Roses. He left the first message for him. Your boy, disrespect. Your boy Dennis Miller.
Forget Dennis Miller.
Dennis Miller was in the house. Hiroshi Tanahashi. I'm not done with this. I'm coming back to it, and I already saw B-Boy Skyline put the comment in there about it. I kind of want to just bring it up. I know you're gonna hate me for it. Some people in here. Ted Irvine, Chris Jericho's father, former New York Ranger. Show some respect. And Bully Ray. And Bully Ray doesn't say anything. I think he just shotguns. Was it a beer or did he have a shot?
I think he had a beer in his hand.
Yeah, that was...
I think he had a beer in his
Bully
hand.
Ray, I got you, bro.
Yep, beer in his hand. I think he did. I think he spit it out. And then he threw up the
horns.
The horns after that.
Bully Ray's a beast. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him make an appearance one day in AEW. I could see it happening.
Listen, I'll be front row and center for that.
As long as he's not yelling that old stuff like he did in ECW. Derek will tell you my favorite moment one of these times from ECW. Man. But we got to be uncensored for that because that's a great moment.
Remember like BET After Dark?
Yeah. We need an After Dark episode.
Yeah.
Headlock Talk's going to copyright us for that. They got Headlock Talk After Dark, File After Dark. EPW After Dark gets too wild. Lance...
Fun. Make a petition. Doug, that's on you, bro. Make a petition.
How you gonna put something on Doug?
Just cuz.
Lance Archer gets a promo here. I thought it was really cool. So, after this, I'm gonna make my point, Jordan. Lance Archer makes reference to him and Moxley having a match earlier this year. Me and Rob covered it. Wrestle Kingdom. Bro, the 2-night extravaganza this year, we did see a Texas death match for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship. Jon Moxley versus Lance Archer. It was a good match. Lance Archer made reference to it here, and he builds up because next week, Lance Archer is supposedly, we haven't seen him since the pandemic stuff happened in his own house. He has a title shot against Jon Moxley at the anniversary show, which technically this was the anniversary show. Whatever. Dude, wild that they made reference to New Japan. Yep. So I have to say this, the New Japan reference, bro, could we be seeing a relationship start to blossom? New Japan's president's out, bro. He's leaving October 20 something, I believe. I don't know the exact date, but he's moving out because I guess rumor has it some people didn't like that he wasn't making like enough connections and deals. Even though they did flourish under him, and they didn't like the way he handled Kenny Omega, some are starting to think, and maybe there's a relationship gonna brew between these two sides. I think that would be great. I don't know if it's gonna happen. They might still be mad at them. I don't know who's the people that were mad at Kenny and the Bucks, and I'm not here for all that drama. I just think it would be dope if they work together. Cut the BS. Yeah. I want to see Tanahashi wrestle some of these cats. We already saw Archer and Moxley go over there. Do something with this.
Listen, there's a lot of money to be made with this whole situation. Sometimes, excuse my French, but you gotta get your head out your ass. Let's make some money. Not even make money, let's make great wrestling. That's all we ask for. Nothing more, nothing less.
For the record, just so you know, Doug said if petition an uncensored show. I like that name better too, Doug. Uncensored. EPW Uncensored would be off the chain. Big facts. Malik Murray is coming in with another question, but Doug has a provision. You have to watch Bound for Glory. Coming up real soon, bro.
What time?
Real soon. I don't have the date in front of me. Someone look up when Bound for Glory is and let us know in the chat.
Is that a 4:00?
Rob said, buy the Derrick Order shirt on sale till Friday. Get cop a shirt. Queen of the Indies, what's up, Tiff? What's happening?
Tiff, you already missed out on the promo. You better get up on it, girl. Better get up on it.
Get that Derrick Order shirt. B-Boy Skyline said Miro to New Japan. That would be dope.
Ooh.
I like it. Malik Murray said, question, John Moxley loses the AEW Championship. What does he need to do next? Have good matches. Simple.
Just keep going.
Yeah, just do your thing, man. Jesus said New Japan versus AEW. That's how my eyes are going to be looking. Happy Jericho Day. I respect it. Bound for ass, Rockstar just put. Let's keep it moving, D. Let's talk about the AEW tag title match. 20 minutes, brush with greatness. Last week, I thought they delivered match of the night. We have TH2 versus FTR with Tully. The Young Bucks are shown backstage watching. What the hell was Matt Jackson doing during this?
How do you look at the monitor that way? Like, doesn't your neck hurt? Like, why are you standing that way? You're my boy, Matt, but dude, why are you standing that way?
He was definitely trying to be funny about WWE, I think. Like, because they always look at the monitor like crooked or sideways, like.
Monitor be right in front of you, they're off to the side trying to look at it. Like, why?
I don't know. It's awkward television sometimes when they do that. Tiff said had to walk Duffy. Shout out to Duffy. That's all right. We'll show him some love on the podcast here. Saturday, October 24th, D. You got some time to prepare. Brush up on your Impact greatness. We're just going to leave that there.
Yeah, there is nothing great about Impact.
You're a hater. Rob says, we've been trying to get Derrick into New Japan forever. Derrick just doesn't want to wake up that early to watch wrestling. I think this will do the trick, though, if this deal happens. Hashtag get Derrick to wake his ass up for Wrestle Kingdom next year. So the Young Bucks are watching awkwardly. Jack Evans gets his time to shine here, man. Jack Evans goes all the way back to WSX when it was on MTV. What am I talking about? Vampiro, X-Pac, Jack Evans. Look it up. It's on YouTube. I'm happy for Jack Evans. And I'm happy for Angelico, too.
Vampiro, dude.
Yeah, Vampiro's a great. Man, I love Vampiro, bro. I just suggested him to be in that new the Wrestling Code game. They said who should be on the commentary team. I put him down. I like Vampiro.
No, it's not even that, bro. It's Vampiro from Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, Vamp.
Yeah, Vamp.
Cut it out. Don't bring up Metal Gear Solid right now, man. I remember playing on those games on those levels, bro. Too much for me.
I'm gonna make my way back to those.
I'm not. Man, we were frustrated, bro, for days stuck on levels.
Oh my god.
Let's see here. Tiff says she's gonna be at Synergy October 24th. Tell Colin I said hi. Chris Azuba said Impact has been awesome lately. I know, Chris. I was in the live stream. We got to get Derrick on it, man. Doug said it was short lived. I love it. So, THQ. I said THQ. TH2, excuse me. Had me thinking about video games. TH2 had some unique offense in this. Angelico and Jack Evans, I think, are really, really underrated. They're like Butcher and Blade underrated. As much as we talk about them, this tag team did some really good things here. I know that there was a botch spot in the match with Jack Evans, and did he dive and mess up his knee? I think that was part of the selling, I hope. But if he did screw up his knee, I mean, the dude's older, man. He's been doing this a long time.
I want to say it. I want to say it's partially true because I was watching when he got up on the top ropes. It really looked like he lost his balance, and it was like a genuine shoot.
Okay, Doug said short-lived for WXX being on MTV. That's a fact. Sonny Bimbo, what's up, man? Good to have you in here, Sonny. The tag team match was fire tonight, he said. I agree. Best spot in the match, and Angelico dives out when he's the illegal man. Aubrey was not counting. I was like, what the hell are you doing, Aubrey? But I guess they were waiting for the spot, and Angelico dived over, so it was in less time than the 10 count anyway, but still, show the count.
Yeah.
He dives out. They catch him. He puts him on his back like he's going to do like a gory bomb, but instead he does the gory bomb onto the apron. Bro, Derrick's face when this happened was tremendous. He was like, "Oh shit!" He knocked the crap out of Angelico with that move. I thought that was really good.
That was an excellent spot right there. That
And Jack Evans, what about the backslide to where he flipped over into it? I was like, bullshit, he kicked out of that. That's a lot of weight, bro, to be moving around. But Jack Evans is a little dude.
Right, yeah.
And after that, he ends up getting caught on the top rope and hit with the Powerplex, done by Power and Glory. You don't hear me mention Paul Roma too much on this podcast. There's a reason for that. But I know Sean would be mad if you heard me say this. So shout out to Hubbard Wrestling Weekly if he's listening to this. But the Powerplex is hit for the 1, 2, 3. And great ending, man, for FTR here.
Yeah. This was definitely... I know a lot of people will probably think like this was boring. This wasn't boring. This was an underrated match to me. Just how they performed, dude. I can't really say much about it. It's just this is an underrated match that should get a little bit more shine than what it's probably going to get.
Ace said FTR dominated the match early. I can agree with that. Chris Zuba said, do you really expect AEW refs to do anything right? Chris, credit where credit is due, though. That comment to Aubrey, that was the only complaint I had about the refereeing tonight, I felt, in this match. For the most part, I think AEW refereeing has been better.
Yeah, it's
for like the last 2 months. We really haven't been complaining about tag matches getting too wild or anything like that. So I have to give them their credit. They've improved, and I think it's because of FTR.
Yes.
Forcing people to hold the tag ropes, to play by their rules. I think it makes everything better, in my opinion.
Yeah. When you get to that old style of wrestling, you have no other choice but to do this, slow it down, work, and make it a great match.
Right. I'm with you on that, Derek. Now, after the match, they were getting ready to celebrate and everything else, and then we have the Young Bucks pop up. They were still watching backstage, and they say, hey, to the cameraman, have you been spying on us? Well, he's been standing there for a while, guys. They super kicked the cameraman. Super kicked him out of his boots. And he went down to the ground, excuse me. And the Young Bucks are going in their pockets to pay the fine like they have been, just dumping the money on him. And Matt said he forgot his wallet. Nick, you got this? And Nick said, I forgot my wallet too. He said, we'll just get it later.
Yeah.
These dudes, freaking jerks. And then after that, FTR pop up on the screen as Oscar Mayer Wieners, basically.
Weenie Hut Jr.
How did I say wieners on this podcast? Things I never thought would happen. I'm a grown man saying wieners. They show up as wieners on the, I guess you want to call it the Tron. Everybody's laughing, and then here comes the Best Friends music. For dudes who want to say shit so bad, they use the word wieners. And they come out and say, you guys get it? You get it? And shout out to Rob in the chat. I retweeted his picture. He definitely made the SpongeBob picture like you with the Weenie Hut. Terrible.
Weenie Hut Juniors.
Best Friends come out, and they said that when they walk past Tony Khan, they have a tag team title match next week. So we know another match now for the Dynamite anniversary show. Best Friends, FTR. That match should be really fun.
I think that'll be really good.
I think we're going to get to that point, and we're going to finally, after this, move towards what's going to happen with the Bucks and FTR.
Yeah. I think that's definitely what's going to happen.
Okay, Connor has a question in here. Hold on. Jesus said Rockstar Dog Luther. Come on, Rockstar. Show some love to Luther, man. This this match was match of the night, or Will Hobbs versus Cage. I'm not mad at that either, Jesus. Those are good choices. Connor says, please explain the tag rope thing to me. I've been watching wrestling for a while, and I still don't understand the purpose. Connor, the tag rope keeps people at distances in the match. So you are able to hold on to the rope, and you can use it for several different things as far as making tags in the match. Someone could take the rope and use it as a weapon. It just adds to the match versus having people randomly wander the apron. Sometimes they do illegal things. You're like, hey, what are you doing? It gives you more reasons to cheat, basically, to get heat as a heel.
Exactly.
That's how I see it. And then it makes the baby faces have to stay in their corner, and then they start, pounding on the turnbuckle pads or stomping on the stairs like, give me the tag, give me the tag, give me the tag. And then when you finally get that hot tag, boom, here you go. You come in, and that's when you get the heat coming in. So that's just my opinion on it and why they have it.
Sizzle.
Sonny Bimbo said, if the Young Bucks super kick Aubrey, is that heat you can never come back from?
Yes.
Nah, I think if they Meltzer driver her, that's heat you can't come back from. No,
I think if you do anything to Aubrey, that's heat you can't come back.
Yeah,
from.
she's very well loved.
Yeah. Aubrey has come a long way in a very short amount of time.
Oh, and when the segment ends, best friends do the hug cam. Derek got his zoom out like he wanted.
Always. But that ain't the real pop that I had tonight. We'll get to that.
MJF is on screen next to talk about Chris Jericho. MJF feeds us a plate of bullshit while he is talking. I hate people who do this, and MJF knows how to get on my nerves. Just sucking up. Just like, yeah, come on, Chris. You know how it's been for years. We go way back. Way back. And he's just talking all that BS. And then they cut over to some more people talking. We get something from Shaq.
Oops.
Gotta play hard out there. Gene Simmons from Kiss. Don Callis from Impact Wrestling. He helps run it over there. But he was also known as the Jackal at one point. Don't disrespect. And Cyrus in ECW. Lars Ulrich. And DDP. Diamond Dallas Page. Bang! Wow, good. We didn't even discuss that. That was well done. And then we get the dog collar match hype. The videos that we saw on the Road to Jericho 30. Really good video package here to get you hyped up for this match. For the TNT Championship, we had the dog collar match. We had Cody versus Mr. Brodie Lee. Cody comes out with Brandy and Arn. Love Cody's theme. Cody's theme is definitely one of my bangers in the gym that I always like to listen to when I'm working out. And Brodie Lee comes out with Anna Jay and John Silver. The funniest man on BTE. Dude, this match was incredible.
Yes.
In the beginning of the match, I thought it was awkward that they introduced Dr. Sampson.
Yeah.
Pour the key? Why? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't. I thought it was going to play into the finish possibly, and they wanted to show he was there, but it didn't. We also had Greg the Hammer Valentine. That was for my boy VA if he's listening to this. Yeah, really, really dope stuff here. Classic MJF. Rob put toothpicks. Judas is the best theme today. I don't know, Connor. It's in my top 3. It definitely is.
I think when you think about it, it's
Judas is definitely more popular.
Yeah,
I just love Cody's theme. That's just for me.
Yeah. Cody definitely has a dope thing, but I think Judas is more so that resonates with more people.
I guess I'll allow it. But Greg the Hammer Valentine's out here. Silver is on the apron in the beginning of the match, and Cody and Brodie are connected. So think about this. They're connected by a dog collar, like the collars that you put on a dog, hooked to a chain around their necks. Now, Cody has it wrapped around his fist, and he immediately punches John Silver in the face. He's bleeding. He's like, oh, God, what do I do? And he is bleeding. This thing is starting off crazy. Brodie Lee utilizes the chain early. The bumps on the chain look like no fun, bro. I don't know who was like, we should have a really long chain in here. They are going to be bruised, lacerated, and hurting tomorrow. That's all I can say. Ice packs.
Yep. Get them out now.
Top heels in AEW, Rob said. Billy Mitchell, MJF, and Dr. Sampson. Facts. Cody and Brodie Lee went to war. That is so true, Ace. So true. Sean Harrington, what's going on, brother? Thank you for joining us tonight. I like that it made the danger factor of the match a bigger deal. Me too, Sean. This is one of those crazy matches. You can't do this match all the time.
No.
That would suck. These guys were just going at it in this. So afterwards, Cody is bleeding, and they made it from the DDT on the chain.
Yeah.
Brodie Lee sets him up with a nice DDT. He was hurting. Derek was a big fan of Cody using the chain for the low blow into the side Russian leg sweep. Little Brad Armstrong.
Yep.
That was a good spot in this. Cody pulled Brodie off of the apron into a cutter.
That was nice.
That was good. I didn't expect him to do that. I was like, oh, he brought him to the cutter. So very well done. I see people in the chat talking about ice packs. Hook them up. They need them. So he pulled him off into a cutter. Picture in picture. I don't know how this happened on here, but thank God they showed an instant replay of this when they came back. Cody hit a package pile driver off the apron like Kevin Owens style. Kevin Steen, I should say. Off the apron through a table. Holy shite. Like, dude, craziness. Eventually that goes back. They get back into the ring. Brodie's bleeding now after that. I don't know what happened to him. And he was gushing.
He was gushing. And I want to say it looked like it was from like the top of his head, like right about here.
Yeah, because Cody's cut was like near his eye almost.
Yeah.
Cody was bleeding. Brodie's bleeding. John Silver got sent to the back after a while. I forgot to mention that. Dude, nuts this match. Brodie ends up hanging Cody over the ropes. I don't want to say this like in a bad term, but like he's hanging him over the ropes, like choking him, and Cody's got his arm underneath it. I like that they brought up, he's been watching the matches probably to make sure he doesn't get choked. And Cody hits a gourd buster, Arn's famous front drop suplex down onto the ground. Brodie gets whipped with the chain afterwards. Cody is whipping that ass, if you will. And Brodie hits a nice boss man slam. Very well done.
You know what? I haven't seen it done since Big Boss Man, and I think that should just be relinquished over to him.
To Brodie?
Yeah.
Boss man slam was nice.
You used to be a setup move for me in WWE.
What, WrestleMania 2000?
Yeah.
You would. N64 guy right here. I respect it, though. Let's finish going through this, and then we'll go back to the chat here. Valentine was wincing at every like move that they did, like, ooh, this doesn't look good. And eventually Brodie threw a chair at Arn. Arn gets pissed. He gets in the ring. And here comes Alex Reynolds to stop him. And Derek, you can give the famous line about the spine.
Spine on the pine.
Cody goes for a moonsault, then for a 2 count. He hits the crossroads. Brodie kicks out at 1. Like, holy shit. Yeah. This dude is pissed. He gets up. He super kicks Cody like a bazillion times. Yeah. And power bombs Cody on top of the chain for a 2 count. Eventually, though, Cody gets up. And Brodie's going for a superplex. Hits it on him. He picks him up for another move. But Cody gets out of it. Hits the final cut for a 2 count. And then eventually Cody puts the chain across Brodie's face, like wrapped around his head, his eyes, and in his mouth. Pulls it tight, like some Saw type shit. And it's Halloween time, I can say it. He pulls it really tight and then hits the crossroad with his face like that. Yeah. Dude, great ending.
Great.
Like, bravo. Cody Rhodes is the shit. I don't care what anybody says. That's my boy. And I know some people are going to disagree with this, but I thought this was a great match. Cody is once again the TNT champion. Yep. And I'm going to go to the chat real quick here. Rob said, wrestling inevitables. Hulk Hogan must pose. Flair must strut. Triple H must effing go over. Brandy must appear. And Cody must leak. I can respect all of those to a degree. Sean said, I wish they didn't show the package pile driver too many times. That made it look obvious that Brodie never hit the table. I was okay with it. I was all right with it. It actually took a lot of the blood off Cody's face, too, when they did that. What does Brodie Lee do next? I think Brodie's going to have to focus in on his group, maybe? Perhaps?
Yeah, he's got to retweak. But, you know, the way that AEW was situated, the Dark Order has to last because that's the only faction we really have.
Yeah, I think you can always make some stuff here. Gerald Walker said, glad Valentine got a payday. Hell yeah, Gerald. I can agree with that. Should have kept the title on Brodie. I see a lot of people saying that, but I think Cody had to win kind of too. He cut a great babyface promo after this. He was just talking about how he wants to defend the title next week. Who's it going to be against? He cuts a great babyface promo. Here comes Orange Cassidy, and he gives Orange the thumbs up. So Orange Cassidy, Cody, next week for the TNT Championship. Got another match. And Cody cutting his promo. The crowd got loud for him.
Yes.
They were chanting for Cody tonight. They were hyped for this match.
Yeah, but the question is, So this match is next week, right?
Correct.
The question is, do you take the belt off of Cody again?
I think the next person who could possibly beat him for it would be Darby. If you want to go full circle with it. That's just my take on it. Someone's going to have to beat him again, guys. Cody's not going to be the champ forever. Trust me.
Right. And he's getting up there in age, too.
No, I don't even think that. Cody's, I think, our age. He might be a year or two older than us. But
well, I mean, he's getting up there in age as far as physicality goes.
I think he can do these types of matches. His dad did them for a long time. So Cody knows how to preserve his body. Look at Dustin. He's the same age as, I think, Jericho. They got to be close to the same age because he started around that time period too. Look at these dudes. They're crushing it still. I'm not worried about that. Cody can wrestle as long as he wants. I heard he said he has like a 5-year plan to transition out of the ring. But screw that, Cody. Bro, you are amazing. I thought this was a good match. Great promo. Cody is the ultimate babyface right now. I like it. He even cut the promo about his hair and how we were all misled. Rob says, so OC gets another TNT Championship shot. That was more puzzling than anything else to me. Yeah. I don't understand why it had to be Orange. We couldn't find somebody else to give this shot to, but
this should have went back to Darby.
I don't even know if you should have went to Darby right away. Because he's in another feud. I think you just find someone else who's not doing too much.
Oh, true.
I don't know who. I can't think of somebody right now, but if I had the roster in front of me, I'm sure I could look it up and find somebody to give another title shot to.
I don't think there's too many that really stand out for it right now.
Kazarian just put on a good match. Why not him or somebody? You know, you could.
Yeah, but was he really in contention for a title?
But there's no division for that though. It's kind of like a random shot for people for the TNT title. Just throwing it out there. If you guys think you have a better idea of who could have won it, send it to me on Twitter at EPW Show if you're listening to this after the fact. Gerald said that I think you could put the belt on Darby or Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks would be another good person. He had a shot before too, though. Sean said the top 2 baby faces for the anniversary show makes plenty of sense. And that's probably another reason. I'm telling you, Orange Cassidy sells merch, peeps. Yeah. I'm telling you, there's a reason why he's being put in a lot of these. Also, Scorpio Sky should be the next champ. You could argue that. We get to who's next in the tournament. We found out 3 people last week. This week we find out 3 more people added to the tournament. We're going to have Wardlow. Mr. Boom Boom Colt. C-U-L-T. Colt Cabana is in this as well. And Adam Hangman Page has also joined in. Kenny Omega is giving an interview. Derek had some good points here. I didn't write anything down except for what Derek said. Lots of low blows in this to Page.
Low blow?
Lots of disrespect, though.
Low blow?
What did you think of that?
Low blow.
Easy peasy. That's how we do it.
I definitely think that was good. So that's going to add more fuel to the fire because Hangman has been in that, that love affair kind of situation where he's like,
I think he feels bad about everything that's happened so far, and now he's trying to make amends, and they don't want to. It's the classic, battle of friends. Yo, bro, I'm trying to, say sorry for whatever, and they don't want to hear it now. But when they were trying to make it up to him, he didn't want to hear it. But this is gonna get real interesting real soon.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to see what happens with this.
I think it'll be great.
Really good stuff here. Ace said Austin Gunn. Yeah, he has had a shot. Why not?
When is he ever gonna
He's on Dark a lot of times. I think he was just recovering from an injury, and he's new kind of to the business, so they're probably just letting him get his time in. Big Swole versus Serena Deeb. Rob in the chat. I'm gonna quote him on this. This was Big Swole's best AEW match to date, is what Rob said.
Yes.
I don't know if the chat would agree with that. Let me know. But Serena Deeb comes in. This was it was a little clunker, a little bit, but they were in there. They were just fighting. I'll take a match that's just pure fighting sometimes over all the flips and messing up and making errors and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. This was Big Swole's best match, but it still by far wasn't a great match. It was decent. Still like a clusterfuck a little bit, but still decent. Her best match to date, but it just didn't hit for me.
Right? John Moxley has a promo. Reminds me of Sons of Anarchy / Mayans. I really like how they set it up and how he feels like he needs to survive Lance Archer for all of this. Really great promo as usual, as you wrote on here for his promo stuff. And we run down next week's card for the anniversary show. We're gonna have for the AEW title John Moxley versus Lance Archer, the tag team title match I mentioned, FTR versus the Best Friends, Cody versus Orange Cassidy for the TNT title, Miro and Kip are gonna be in action, and we get some more Jericho 30 people. We had Lance Storm, Kevin Smith, Eli Roth, Gabriel Iglesias with Chavo Guerrero from Australia. That's a real friend, damn it.
Yeah.
And Ultimo Dragon and Paul Stanley. And this leads to the main event of the night. I know you guys were excited for Chaos Project. My boy Luther and Sir Pentaco out there just crushing the game. They got to take on Chris Jericho and Jake Hager with the Inner Circle out there.
What? Don't speak blasphemy, bro.
All right, bro. Look, Luther ain't that bad. All right, Luther deserves this kind of shot, I feel. I think he paid his dues and he just never got the chance.
He does. Let's just get him in there and let him do his thing.
Rob says Serena Deeb is a godsend to this women's division. I hope she's coaching too. Agreed. Double them contracts up, Tony. They did well hyping this matchup, I thought. I thought they told a great story of who Luther was and what Luther is. And Sir Pentaco has a crazy story too. If you guys didn't know, he was about to retire from wrestling. And then he got this call for AEW. He said, you know what, I'm going to go do it. And now he's kind of has like this career resurgence. So I'm happy for him.
Yeah. Anybody who loves to do what they do and they're not at the point for retirement and they get an extra shot to go do something, whether it's wrestling, sports, no matter what, definitely take that opportunity if that opportunity presents itself. You don't want to just give up on something when you don't have to.
Hashtag Snake Man.
There you go. Snake Griffin.
Inappropriate. So Luther did do a top rope dive. It was a little scary seeing Luther go up to the top rope.
Yeah, oh god.
Yeah, he definitely looked scary. He went up there twice in this match, but he still held it down. He's a professional. We saw the powerbomb with the double knees up for a 2 count on Jericho, but Hager made the save, so they did try and give Luther a hope spot here. Luther ended up using Floyd on Jericho as they tried to throw it in, and he caught it. And Jericho hits a pretty nasty Judas effect on Luther for the 1-2-3. I thought it was an okay match for what it was, establishing Jericho more. Afterwards, Jericho gets on the mic, but is quickly interrupted by MJF. This little prick comes out with his music. He's like, "Oh no, Chris, I got stuff for you." So here comes him and Wardlow with a gift and something underneath a sheet, which they kind of ruined because you can see the feet. But a clown comes out with another gift for Jericho, and we're all like, I thought it was Frank the Clown. I don't know if he's still dating Noelle Foley, but I was like, dear God, this better not be him. And the clown turns around, has the jacket out like Jericho, putting the arms out, and he says, I got another gift for you. Jericho opens the gift, and what did I say about this turn? The Rock, Nation of Domination. It's a picture of MJF in it, and Jericho laughs, but unlike Farouk breaking it, this man puts it over the clown's head, and this clown ate this Judas effect to the mouth, bro. This was perfectly hit, dude.
Yeah, it was. We haven't
that was it. Done.
We haven't seen a Judas effect like that in a long time since who caught it the worst?
I don't know, bro. There's been Isaiah Cassidy catches him pretty well. There's a lot of people, dude, who catch it. Kenny Omega caught one pretty bad.
Maybe it was Kenny that caught the real bad one.
Bro, Jericho's been hitting that thing to perfection. I love that move. I remember people hated it at first. A thing of beauty. Afterwards, Jericho and MJF get close, and then they both just laugh like, I gotcha. And then here comes the rest of the roster out to celebrate. They put some graphics up for Jericho, and Jericho 30 ends a little bit nicer than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Something's happening.
Very quick.
And MJF says he's going to make a major announcement next week. What that is, I don't know.
Inner Circle, maybe?
Perhaps. Let's see here. AEW ended with 2 really bad matches, Chris D'Zuba said. I can see why you feel that way, Chris. Luther was in there moving like he's way past due for retirement. He looked lost at points. Stick to death matches. Sean Harrington says, I'm also not a fan of the FTW title being defended like it was, despite enjoying the match itself. I wish they'd get rid of it. Yeah, the FTW title's in a really weird position, Sean. I don't know what they're doing with it. They need to establish what this is going to be going forward. Hangman took a sick Judas effect with the buckshot lariat at All Out 2019. Big facts, Sean.
Yes.
Big facts. But, yeah, Derek, tonight's show, man. We've been doing this for an entire year. We did not miss one episode since this started, just so you guys know. What do you think, D? Thumbs up or thumbs down show?
I give it a thumbs up.
Do you think the Inner Circle turns on Jericho and MJF takes over as the leader and they turn Jericho babyface? 100%, Sean, for me.
Think so?
Yep. I'm calling it the same way they did The Rock in the Nation, where Farouk was like, get his punk ass. No, the joke's on you, Farouk. And then they beat Farouk's ass instead.
Yeah. I guess, but then...
That's how I see it. You see it going different?
Now that I think about it, maybe it goes that way just because because of the recognition for Jericho. Jericho's getting all this recognition, but what about the Inner Circle? When was the last time you heard something about the Inner Circle where they got recognition for it?
Think about it. He stole from Pride and Powerful, the tag division. He's trying to rise up above them. Sammy could say he hasn't had a match since whatever because Jericho's getting all the recognition. Right. There's reason to turn on him, I think.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
I just don't know what happens to Wardlow in all of this and Hager and all that. I mean, you're going to have to figure out what you want to do with them when it comes to this.
I think if you talk about Wardlow, that separation has to start before that. If this is the route that they go with, making MJF the new leader of the Inner Circle.
Yeah, Jericho and Sammy getting stomped out, parking lot brawl. If they really want another damn belt, 6-man belts would be awesome instead of the FTW title. I agree, guys.
Yeah.
But, guys, this was a fine episode of Dynamite. We will be back next week with another episode for you guys. Make sure that you guys cop that Derrick Order t-shirt. We're going to have it flashing for you guys so you can check it out one last time. It is on sale until Friday, so make sure you cop yourself a t-shirt at that discounted price of $13. Well worth it, guys. And support the Derrick Order. And thank you once again for listening to your boys here at Everything Pro Wrestling. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you check us out. We'll have a bunch of streams coming up for Impact, Dynamite, and plenty of other shows. So make sure you stay tuned. We're out. Peace.